Hi everybody! During this entire Kriya Yoga video that we just did for the abundance and for the prosperity, we were running frequencies, quantum frequencies and magnetic frequencies during the whole time. So what does this mean? Anybody who joins in to do this Kriya at any time, at any moment, will receive these frequencies because these frequencies are quantum. They are delivered to you without time, without space. So anybody who tunes into this moment, who is present in this energy and in this moment, receives these frequencies. These frequencies come down to intention. So our intention when creating this video, when doing this Kriya, was that all who are present, all who take part in this moment, receive these frequencies of abundance and prosperity. We ran two different types of frequencies. One type of frequency we ran was with the MagHealy. And with this MagHealy, this creates a magnetic field of this certain space of 3 meters. And the program that we ran was prosperity. So this creates the frequency that in which you live in when you're in prosperity, when you're in abundance. That's the frequency that we were performing this Kriya in. So this magnetic field was present and this energy was present during the entire time we did this Kriya. So that's the frequency of abundance and prosperity. And this creates a magnetic field. We each have our own magnetic field. In this magnetic field is information, our Akashic records. So it's got information of our patterns and our history. It's got information from our ancestors. And when we step into the magnetic field of prosperity, our field comes in tune with prosperity. So as you perform this Kriya, feel the frequency. Feel and tune into this feeling of prosperity and take this feeling and this frequency through you throughout your day, throughout all of your days. Remember that this is the frequency. When you feel this frequency, you're feeling the frequency of prosperity and abundance. The second types of frequencies that we ran in this Kriya today are from the Healy. This device is a quantum device, among other things. It can also perform magnetic and microcurrents, but we used it in this Kriya to send quantum frequencies. So anybody who is doing this Kriya is going to receive these quantum frequencies, because remember that the quantum has no space or no time. It's intention. When you feel and think into somebody else's energy, each person has their unique frequency. Well, everybody who's doing this Kriya, everybody who's ever going to tune into this video and watch this video and do this Kriya, now is tuned in and synced in and has these frequencies. What we ran was we ran a coach analysis. So with coach analysis, what you can do is put in an intention for what you want to align with in your life. And it analyzes 10 areas of our lives. And from there, we go deeper. We see what patterns are blocking us, what patterns are interfering with our ability to align with our intention. The intention that we chose, we open up to the abundance. We open up to the abundance of money, of health, of love. All the types of abundance are welcome. We live in prosperity. We live with unconditional love and with God. We are God. So with this energy, with this intention, the entire time we were running these quantum frequencies. So all the people who tuned in at this time, or whoever will tune in, are accounted for in this report. And this report, which we will post some of online with this video, you can see some of the patterns that have been interfering with our ability to align with this frequency. And when you listen to this Kriya and this all of the movements that we did are helping to remove those blockages and remove the patterns that have been interfering with our ability to be abundant, to receive abundance and open up to abundance. Well, slowly and slowly, or quickly and quickly, depending on your intention, because remember that this is quantum. And with your intention is where your power comes. So if you're ready to open up to the abundance and prosperity, with your intention, set that into your field, into your magnetic field, into your mindset, into your heart, and it will show in your life. So I'm going to take you a little bit through the coach analysis, and if you'd like a deeper dive, You can let us know in the comments and we can post another video, and we can also give you individual reports if you are interested. The first analysis is self-acceptance. I accept my sensitivities and deal with them in a conscious and harmonizing way. So what we're sensitive to is affecting our ability to be abundant, to receive prosperity. And this is in the area of our life of spiritual and psychological aspects. So when it comes to what you're sensitive to, be aware of how they're letting this affect your vision, how you take decisions, your creativity, and your intuition. Do things that you're sensitive to, do you allow them to limit you? Okay, this person doesn't believe that I can do it, and maybe you don't know if you believe that you can do it too. Are you letting that affect your ability to create and to try it out and to make a decision? Yeah, I'm gonna try it anyways. Or are you letting what you're sensitive to affect your spirituality, your next path, where you think you're going to go next? The next pattern that comes up is resolving stress factors in your personality and character. And this is in the area of performance neurosis. So, do you find yourself also in the area of spirituality and your psyche? So, when things get stressed, how does it affect how you perform these things? How does it affect your perception of your performance? And how do you allow what stresses you out and what you do in your performance, whether it's in your work, whether it's in your hobbies, whether it's in speaking about your emotions and communicating? How do you let that affect your vision of who you are in this world? Are you attached to your identity? Are you attached to these stress patterns? Are you attached to performing in a certain way? Are you attached to being known as a certain person? The next aspect has to do with your personality, and it has to do with the desired state of the bitterness part of the personality state. The bitterness part of your personality. So this desired state is I open myself and I receive guidance to do the right thing at the right time. I gratefully and trustingly accept the things that come my way. And the interesting thing about this pattern, it's actually a pattern that shows up in the physical world, in the material world. So this can manifest in sicknesses, in productivity. And actually, this pattern comes from the ancestors. So this comes from our ancestors. So anybody who's watching this video, this pattern is coming from your ancestors. And it's a gift for you to be able to liberate this pattern and work through it for all of your ancestors. So being open to receive the guidance, the right time, the right thing, fully trust in Mother Earth to deliver you exactly what you need and exactly in the exact moment that you need it. And having this trust with Mother Earth, having this trust with the world and with yourself, that everything's perfect, everything's a lesson, and it's a beautiful lesson. And things are going to happen as they happen. And how do you want to act? How do you want to live? And how do you want to manifest and receive abundance as you open up to receive guidance, as you open up to receive what comes your way? The next pattern is, because of past disappointments and hurts, I feel threatened by others. So this is affecting the motivation, but it's affecting the motivation at the spiritual level. What are you doing with your life? What is your vision for who you want to be? Are you allowing past traumas, past things that hurt you to affect what you are allowing yourself to do in this world? The next pattern has to do with profession. And the theme is listening is important. And this is a theme that's manifesting in the physical world as well. So be aware of how you're listening in the world. Are you listening just so that you can talk, just so you can respond? Or are you listening to understand? This pattern comes from our parents. So anybody who's listening, this pattern is a pattern that comes from our parents. So let's all be conscious together of when the next time we're listening, every time that we listen, why are we listening? And do we actually believe that listening is important? Do we actually want to understand the other person, the other party? And the last pattern we'll go through today is I recognize the subconscious reasons that make me permit my mind to believe that other things are more important than my self-love. I create time and space for myself to optimally unfold and live the qualities of my heart. My mind is merely my servant. This pattern is a pattern that shows up in the mind and in the emotions. So, when it comes to the subconscious reasons that make us believe that other things are more important than our self-love, be aware throughout the day what thoughts, what emotions are going through your mind. When you're about to give somebody or do something because you feel the need to, because you feel that you should, take a moment and pause and check in with yourself to see what is going through your mind at that point. Do you have any thoughts? What are your emotions? And if you were to, instead of doing what you should do something to love yourself, whether that's go take a moment and meditate, whether that's going and taking a bath, whether that's going to the beach, being out in nature, whatever it is that you feel you're giving yourself love, what would it be in that moment to give yourself self-love, to lead with your heart, to live with your heart? And what happens, what comes up in your mind, what comes up in your emotions when you think about doing something for yourself first, when you think about filling your cup first before filling others' cups? So that was a little bit of the summary of the coach analysis, and there's actually a much larger report. And if you are interested in diving deeper and knowing more about coach analysis, let us know in the comments or send us a DM on Instagram or through YouTube. And we also offer personal reports, personal readings using Healy. So thank you for tuning in. If you'd like any more information with the MagHealy, with the Healy, you can let us know and you can contact us, or you can look for other videos that we have on our YouTube.